Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's kind of bright in here. It's, I think, Tuesday morning. Just got finished eating my big breakfast, and I was watching a video. I felt inspired to do a video. It kind of aggravates me and troubles me when people are so naive. I love the Philippines. I love the people, love the country, but I was watching a vlog when a guy was recording a place in Eastwood in Manila, Quezon City. And I always tell people, please be safe, my friend. I always end my vlogs, be safe, guys. And I told him, I said, my friend, be careful. You're in a busy city. You're in Quezon City in Eastwood. Even though it's Eastwood, just be careful, be safe. And because so many people are walking, he's recording, looking up, looking around. It looked like he had a shoulder bag on. You, you always have to be careful. Many snatchers, many scammers, many pickpockets. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. It doesn't matter your BGC, Makati, Eastwood, Thailand, Philippines, anywhere in Asia, anywhere in the U.S. You're a target, especially during the holidays. Foreigner, Filipino, Korean, it doesn't matter. What are you? What are you? You know, you're a local, you're alien, it doesn't matter. Um, and I just said, be safe. Wherever you go out, you're not with your girlfriend. It's wise, and his girlfriend should tell him, be careful. You know, it doesn't matter. You're a big boy. There's professional pickpockets that can razor blade the bottom of your bag, unzip your bag, you not even know it, bump into you, and your stuff is gone. They're professional. Just because you're in BGC or Eastwood or Makati, don't think that pickpockets can't dress to fit in. They know that's where the richest people hang out and go shopping. They usually have a load of cash. It's a jackpot for them. And you know, and I got a comment back. My friend, he's like, "You're wrong. That's Eastwood. There's no crime there. There's no scammers or pickpockets there." I was like, "Well, you're so naive." I said, "Don't take my word. Go to the police precinct. Ask them to pull up statistics. Google it. See if there's not scammers or pickpockets or death or stabbings or murders or whatever the crime might be." This is human nature. People, especially during the holidays, go out of their way to make their life better, whether it's stealing from you, trying to hold you up, pickpocket you, whatever it might be. God forbid, but it happens. BGC, Eastwood, doesn't matter. But I told him it doesn't matter where you are. I told him just to be safe, be aware of your surroundings. He's looking up at the buildings, this and that. Anyone can come by, bump into you, not even feel you, not even being touched, and your stuff is gone. And I told the guy, don't be naive, my friend. I said, you know, my situation, what I've told before, I'm in Laguna. I'm walking out of SM Columba. Someone is stopping me, and I felt someone behind me so close. When I turned my hand around, I pumped her in the stomach. I poked her in the stomach, and I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." There's a woman behind me. I said, "That's odd. You're really close." I thought it was because we're stopped and someone's trying to sell something. It's a syndicate. They're all working together. I walked a few more feet and realized, looked in my bag. It was open. There's my Morocco bill. She had took my wallet out of my bag, unzipped it. My bag was on my side. It should have been in my front. That's when I became aware. Shouldn't have happened there. I was right there. There were security guards. There was a lot of people. Could have saw it, but no one saw it. And that I speak from experience when I tell someone to be safe. Be careful, my friend. You're a foreigner. You stand out above anyone else. Blonde hair, brown hair. You're tall. You're white skin. You can even be Filipino. It'll happen to you. Happens all the time. And I remember, when was the next time? I remember there was a time I had someone clean my house, and I had hid my wallet up above the cabinet so no one can see it. And the next week or so, I went to go to the ATM. My ATM card's gone. I called my friend over to help me look. It was gone. One of the people had took my ATM card out of my wallet, and I had to cancel it. They stole it right out of my wallet. And instead of taking the cash, they took my ATM card, which made no sense. And what was it? Another time, I was attempted to be robbed, stabbed several times, and I don't know what the reason was. Or maybe I pissed someone off, said something bad. I don't know, but God had mercy upon me. Thank God. And I walked to the hospital. A big old hole. I remember sticking my hand in the back. I kept hearing stuck my hand right through my back, into my back. It went right inside. A big old hole in my back, and luckily it didn't do any damage to my kidney, but ripped my muscle half in half on the left side of my body. I was in the hospital a long time. And then trying to think. Oh, then one time I was on a sidewalk waiting for the LTO officer, as I told before. Many people on the sidewalk. Had my phone, not a big phone, it was an A20, and about 10,000 peso phone. And I'm sitting there doing video or whatever I was doing, text the LTO lady, and I looked. Someone's hand was on top of me. I looked up. There was two people on a bike. Just snatched my phone. I thought I knew them. I was like, how the audacity in front of everybody. Just took off and left. And in one instance, had CCTV everywhere. They couldn't find out who did it. And then I was going in my apartment through the gate, and I felt someone, as I'm stepping my foot over the gate, touched my side. It smelled like a small hand, which I said before. They just ripped my phone out of my pocket, and with my earphones, and I chased after them. And there was three people. Took my food, and then I grabbed the guy. My neighbor came out, got my phone back. Luckily, I was about to really hurt someone, and I was like, I've had enough. I'm gonna fight back. This is during the pandemic where people are desperate. Also, this one incident, but it happens. And my girlfriend's walking through the market, had her bag in the front, just happened to turn it to the back to lean down for something so it wouldn't get her bag on the food or whatever. Someone had been following her, unzipped her bag, and took her wallet and cell phone. And but it happens all the time. I've seen people reach in jeepneys and grab people's cell phone and take off. I've seen people in jeepneys grab people's cell phone and run out. I've seen it. People reach up and open buses, grab people's watch or rip their jewelry off or bracelet off. It happens. It doesn't matter you live in a rich community or well protected community. It happens, and especially at night, you don't know, And that's why I said, don't be naive. Just be safe and be careful when you're walking, going out at night. I see a lot of these foreigners doing these vlogs in BGC and Manila, and they're going out 1, 2 a.m. exploring with their camera like this, holding it out. I said, all someone needs to do is just come by and snatch it. I speak from experience. I leave comments or I say stuff, be safe. It's for people's advice of what's happened to me won't happen to them. Then I get these comments, oh, that won't happen, BGC. That won't happen, Eastwood. Don't be naive. It doesn't matter where you are. That's where when you let your guard down, you think you're protected. People come dressed like me or in a collared shirt. It's easy. And they fit in. You don't know what people's intentions are. They see you, and or just see cash out of your wallet. You're like, whoa. Then they might end up flipping. Let me follow this guy. Let me see what he's doing as a foreigner. You just never know. And that's why I always say, just be careful, my friend. Be on the lookout. Especially he's by himself. He left his girlfriend at home. This one vlogger from the States, which I follow, which I like listening to. And as a fellow American, I just was trying to give him advice. Just be safe. What's happened to me could happen to you. Just be safe, my friend. Be on the lookout. When you're vlogging at night in Quezon City, in Eastwood, even though you've never been there, it's the first time, you don't know where you're going, which way. Just be careful. And there's hundreds of people passing you. That's when you have a pickpocketer. That's when you have a snatcher. You just got to be careful. It's more like a pickpocket. And but you're outside walking on the sidewalks. But I love it when people say, oh, that won't happen. I was like, it will happen. Don't believe me. You watch the news, watch your TikTok, check in with your local police precinct, see what the statistics are. And like I've said, my girlfriend knows a lot of people, and I know a lot of people. Now we were talking about the secret police investigating these taxi drivers that were kidnapping foreigners, giving them rides and holding them, tying them up, and forcing them to give money. There were some that's never complained, but there was one guy that did complain, gave him like 500,000. Ended up setting up a sting, catching like 4 or 5 guys that were pretending to be taxi drivers and getting money from people. And I remember an instance that we read near me, not far. It's in Manila, Ayala Village in Alabang. Gated community. You can't get in there unless you have a sticker or live there. You have ID. People know you. Can't get in there. These people pretend to be immigration or something. And there was like 4 or 5. One was a Chinese businessman, a guy's friend or something. I can't remember the whole story, but ended up being one guy worked for immigration. One guy was a police officer and had fake IDs. And they went to the guy's house holding him with illegal detention, which is not a bondable offense, a bailable offense. And then luckily the helper snuck out and got help, but they ended up tracking the guys down. They were trying to extort money from him. This Chinese businessman, out of his own home in a security gated safe where you think you're safe house. And it doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. Please, people, don't be naive. Love the Philippines, but like I said, it could happen anywhere. It's not just the Philippines. America, England, But the statistics are higher here. The Philippines, unfortunately, is the #1 fraudulent country in the world. There's a lot of scams. Um, I just read about a lady kept getting an OTP code to her phone. It might have been something that she did online where her password or something was saved. She called the bank and says, "My account okay? Is anything transactions being take place?" The bank said no, but it probably was an inside job. They're still investigating. It just happened a few days ago. Found out someone had taken over $1 million out of her account. They wouldn't refund her money. They said because you're getting OTP code. Usually, fraud in other countries, banks will refund the money and they'll investigate it and find out who did it. But that's why he's always got to be careful. And it's just like, but there is good people out there. There's honest people. But I was just like, it's just when I'm standing on the sidewalk, no one told me someone's reaching up. I'm a couple of feet off the sidewalk, so the person was actually I had to reach over. No one said anything to me. Hey, watch out! Everyone just kept silent, especially after my stuff was snatched. My phone was snatched. No one even said anything. I said, "Did you guys see that?" They go, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Well, why didn't you guys tell me?" I'm legally blind, so it's hard for me to see, especially at night. And but that's why you have to be careful. Make sure you have a companion with you. Going out traveling, you've only been in this country a few months or however long you've been here. Make sure you bring a local with you, Filipino girl or boy. They can watch out for you. Hey, be careful. Let's don't go here. Doesn't look like a safe area. You know what I mean? And or the girlfriends advise you, hey, be careful. It doesn't matter. You're a big boy, 6 foot. Yeah, I'm 6 foot. I'm 110 kilos. I can take care of myself. But if you don't know you're being pickpocketed, there's nothing you can do. And I had 2 guys try to attack me and stab me. Thank God they didn't. They thought they could knock me out, and it didn't happen. So that was the surprise. But thank God I'm still alive. But I speak from experience. This is a little short video. Love the Philippines, like I said. Love the people. Love the culture. Love my girlfriend. Love my son. He was born here. He's in England. I miss that boy. But yeah, you guys be safe out there, especially during the holidays and driving. And when you drink, be responsible. And just be aware that this time of year brings up people that don't have anything, that need stuff. And they would do anything to get it. And it's like a chameleon in disguise. You wouldn't know who. You wouldn't even think, oh, I wouldn't think that person was up to no good, or he would have done that. Because they dress or look like normal people just so they can fit in. Alright, guys. That was on my heart and my mind, so I had to speak. I told my girlfriend, I gotta do a real quick vlog. I said, this is aggravating me. People say there's no crime here. And I've had it happen before in another video. There's no crime in the Philippines. The Philippines is a safe country. I'm like, interesting. And I was like, do you ever watch the news or read online or look at YouTube and see what's happening around the world and in the Philippines? And I love Davao and Cebu. And I remember when those foreigners got kidnapped many years ago by the NPO or NPA, whatever they are, NPA. And they got beheaded and they let the girlfriend go and the Canadian. And they were in a safe place in Davao. And what I can remember from my research is thousands of people have been missing, don't know where they are from Davao. And it doesn't matter where you're. Oh, it's safe in Davao. I love it now. There's a lot of checkpoints and they check for weapons and stuff, but you just never know. And that's why you always got to keep your guard up. The people are just visiting for a couple weeks, happen to be at the on a boat, coming off the boat, and it's just very sad. You just don't know people's intentions, but it is more good than bad, I would love to believe. And but thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Merry Christmas. Be safe.